Hello, beautiful creatures. My name is Quay, and this is Self Healing Tarot. I'll be sharing messages with spirit that bring us all deeper within ourselves. So, the messages that I received for today are about us balancing out our emotions. And this is the key to helping us connect to our higher selves, our higher consciousness, the divine connection, our crown chakras. So the more that we come into balance within our emotional states, this aids and helps us to connect to our crown chakras, a higher level within ourselves. So with that being said, we're gonna dive a little bit deeper within the message. Spirit, what else do we need to know about this energy, Spirit? Spirit, what else do we need to know about this energy to me? Spirit, can I get one card? Please and thank you. What else do we need to know, Spirit, about this energy? Crown chakra, our emotional balance. All right. So the last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. So this can help us balance out our emotions, clearing our mental spaces. So when we clear out our mental spaces, this frees us up to then balance out our emotional spaces and then connecting back up to our crown chakra, connecting back up to our higher selves, what's deep within our mental spaces. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we need to know about this clear our mind energy? Clear our mind. Spirit, what else do we need to know about clearing our minds? Because it seems like it's self explanatory, but the Ten of Swords comes out. So the swords are about our thoughts, our mental spaces. Um, there's an ending and a transformation that's happening as we clear our minds. What's this transformation connected to, Spirit? What is this? Okay, Four Swords. So being able to be at mental peace, being able to rest and not have our thoughts consume us as we rest, being able to just be at peace, knowing that everything is going to work out the way that it should work out. What else, Spirit? The world. And it's so funny too because I was looking at, which is in this card too, I was looking at what's sitting right here, which when I automatically looked at it looked like the world to me, but it's also too in this card. So she's holding that in the space, and now that's behind her. So being able to be at peace is not the emotional state coming, releasing. That's what it is. Releasing the emotions to be at peace, releasing the mental constraints, releasing the emotions connected to the thoughts. we're releasing that and coming into a place where there's a completion, and you see where the emotional, our emotions is behind us now. There's so many opportunities that we hold in our hands, the world, but there's a completion that has happened because we've balanced out the emotions, released these emotions, and coming into a place where that phase, that chapter is complete. All because we've cleared our minds, we've balanced out our emotions, and now we're connecting to our higher selves in the process. So, what's to come of this completion, Spirit? What's next? The tower comes out. Everything has to be broken down, burned to the ground. Our foundations have to be restructured. So, when we complete a chapter, a new beginning can only come into play when we start basically from scratch. So you see again, our emotions are floating up there. There's little, I would say, condensation coming from the flames within our emotional spaces. So it's starting to evaporate, but it has to be burnt down to the ground and rebuilt. No, spirit. Too many. Too many spirits. I never noticed. The Eight of Wands. So as our foundations are being burnt down, we're getting this forward momentum, this fast moving energy towards being able to create a new foundation, to create something that is solid and based on emotional stability, based on us thinking and moving from a higher conscience, being connected to the divine on a deeper and higher level. Six of Cups comes out. So the Six of Cups energy, well, just looking at this picture, we're being offered something from an emotional space. Something is connecting us as we have this forward and fast movement to creating a new foundation for ourselves. We're able to receive something that's connected to our emotional spaces. It's innocent. Something's being given to us that's going to help us develop within our emotional spaces. What is this Six of Cups to the Eight of Swords? The Knight of Swords. So fast movement towards, just looking at this. What's this fast movement, Spirit? Fast movement towards what? It's fast movement towards the Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment, having everything that we need. The soul on this card is content, happy, emotionally stable. So this forward and fast movement towards something that's connected to our emotional spaces, an innocent place within our emotional spaces. Receiving something could also to be receiving something from the past, because now we're creating a more solid emotional foundation, which then brings in the Knight of Swords, fast mental movement towards emotional fulfillment, towards emotional stability, being able to sit and not be wavered, or not be, no one or anything can get us out of this state of being. What people say, what people do, we're solid, solid within our emotions, because we are emotionally fulfilled. Anything else, Spirit? Maybe not want to flip over. Five of Swords. So with the Five of Swords, still being solid within our emotional states, even when betrayal starts to creep in, even when, you know, our thoughts try to betray us. Well, because we're emotionally stable, we're able to transmute, mute, and alchemize our mental thoughts. There's nothing that we can do. There's nothing that we can't do to continue to be solid within our emotions. Even when this betrayal creeps up, we're still solid. And with the Seven of Wands, we're able to stand our ground, stand up for what it is that we've created, and continue to have and work towards the stability within what it is that we're creating. Rebuilding our foundations, rebuilding and structuring what it is that keeps us solid within our emotions. Is there anything else, Spirit? That's a good way to end it. The Emperor represents structure. The Emperor represents being able to sit here within what's growing around him, knowing that it's solid. And again, not wavering, knowing that where he's at is where he's supposed to be. Well, thank you all for being here with me today. I love you all, and bye.